NartOutHere here showing 50 CSGO tricks you'll wish you knew sooner. Let's get started. Twist is holding apps from back sight on top of the box, and he's going to throw a one-way smoke inside sight. The smoke blooms in front of him, and it's going to give him a one-way to if anybody from Navi to come out towards balcony would not be able to spot him. Buster underhands a smoke in front of the bench and then gets on top of it, and he has a one-way smoke in both directions, as in towards apps as well as towards short. Make sure to share this smoke with your B players. We've seen Simple being boosted on top of his back shelf to retake B, but did you know you could self-boost yourself by jumping off this table here? Join my Discord to submit your cool tips and tricks to be featured in my next video. Utility to push up cat, you're going to first smoke it off by standing and aiming here, then duck, then jump throw. Then you need one player flashing over sight, and then as well as another teammate throwing two con flashes. Nafny, with the cover of the flashes and smoke, is able to securely go up into ladder room. You can see all three pieces of utility come into play here, as Torzy is not able to spot Nafny. Robs throws his signature B app smoke from T spawn. FaZe will use this smoke to rush B. I have the full strat breakdown in my Discord number 362, and if you want to see how to throw this smoke, I'll link it down below in the description. If you're rotating in from B, throw this smoke for your teammates that are in sight, and you're going to see it gives a lot of cover and space for Brokey to work around. In return, he just pops off, like he has an insane round here. Hype throws a really solid B flash where he stands in the front of logs, puts his crosshair here, then jump throw. What makes this flash superior to the other B flash that you see most teams and players throw is that it actually covers CT and the boost. Despite GoTV showing the trajectory not going as far, it actually does cover where Nafny is. Did you know you could silent drop from triple? Basically, you line up as shown, like in the middle of this thing, and then hold S, and as soon as you start falling, just hold W and D and it should work. Sometimes it also works when you hold S. As soon as you start to fall, hold W, but then hold D when you are close to the ground. This is hard to explain, so you'll have to try it out to get a better understanding. Do you think you have good movement? Well, try this jump out. You're going to jump on top of this wood pallet and do a 360 to get enough speed to long jump over to the half wall. If you're able to pull this off, then you're a pro. Easy peasy. Did you know you could also silent jump from T apps here? I am not sure how this works. It looks like the CT model here gets stuck on a couple pixels and then slowly drops, but you can see where this player is aiming as well as the key presses, so hopefully that will help you guys out in doing this. If anybody can translate and put in the comments, I greatly appreciate it. Last week I showed the wall strafe that will help you silently get up to the balcony without needing a boost. Mob sent me a clip of him doing it after a couple tries, and I can't wait to see if any pros will pull it off in a match. Cheeky play coming out of Hobbit where he's jump spotting Monster, doesn't see anybody, then jump spots over. Then once he gets back towards the left wall, he's going to throw a forward Monster smoke that allows him to lurk out towards this left. This can work out well because the T's might just think that this is a Monster smoke and they're not expecting the CT to push out like we see here. You see here that Oxygen is more focused on the short pipe push. Next time you're retaking control from outside Monster, have one of your teammates surf like Nafny here does across this wall, and then you're going to see Buster peek after that. The purpose of this surf is to throw an off angle to the CT if they are holding short pipe, which happens with Oxygen as he sees Nafny go by and then he tries to switch up his position a bit, and then that's when he gets killed from Buster. Deeper short pipe molly where you stand next to this wall here, put your crosshair like this, then jump throw. The smoke that puts it out is not going to give the T's the one way. Astralis with a very aggressive CT pistol push where Glaive has two flashes and he throws the first one for short pipe and then he has one for outside Monster. Buzz kills a blind perfecto inside short pipe. Had there not been anybody there, the Astralis players would have still kept pushing. Here we see the same setup from ATK, nobody in short pipe, they're going to push through with the second flash with Mistem throwing it, coming through, blinding zip picks. If you're ever in a position like Glaive where you're pushed out towards outside Monster or near short pipe, you want to have your teammate watch the door, and then you're going to get in this off angle from Glaive to hold from under the stairs. You'll see when the electronic pushes up, he is not expecting Glaive to be in this angle. Glaive is not going to get cleared and gets a freebie. This is not your ordinary angle as a T that you're clearing. Next time you're executing B, throw this useful nade set, you're going to smoke heaven, and then you're going to molly wood wall, and then you'll flash your teammates out of monster. Bridge smoke, you're going to go ahead and position with this white dot on the ground, then you're going to duck, aim here, then while duck, press your run through a bind. Where Adam uses this smoke as cover to push out short. FaZe are on eco and they're going to use the Spirit Academy boost on the Mustang rafters here, where Rain could see over towards the door as well as main. Unfortunately, he doesn't get any frags from here, but you're going to see Robs ends up with a insane 3k from the other side. The Spirit Academy setup had players on both sides boosted. Here, FaZe only used the right side. Try this eco CT setup next time you play Nuke. Matches with a blue Molotov where he stands on top of blue, aims here, then jump throw, follows up with the outside flash. Full tactic down below in the description. FaZe have a tactic where they use 3 smokes to sneak Robs into main. Robs will smoke out the CT's door molly, a door lurk smoke gets thrown, as well as an A main smoke, and then flashes, which allows him to sneak through the smoke wall into A main, getting the frag there. Furia was the first team that I seen use this tactic where they would sneak art through the 2 smokes into main. Here is a dual play you could do with your teammate or friend on Nuke. First, you're going to throw the anti-rush outside molly, then your teammate pushes up, and then you're going to hold this flash. So once the molly ends, you go ahead and throw the flash, your teammate will peek and get the free frag. I shown this silent drop from Zaiwu a couple weeks ago, and here it comes into great play as he silent drops in and gets a 2k. Had he made some noise dropping, then Ents might have known that he was there. Chopper has a jump spot from second vent for lobby. Once he makes contact, he will throw the smoke off Tetris. However, the time is coming down to a wire, so he just throws it early. I showed Rain throwing a heaven smoke from this position on top silo, and last time I showed him throwing a flash. That flash was actually used to break the window. Here he uses a decoy to do so first, and then he throws this molly for heaven. You've probably seen this angle used multiple times by Kerrigan, and here Drop uses it against FaZe and Kerrigan's team. What makes this position so good is that you can see the barrel of the boost, which then Drop takes advantage of, swings, and gets 3k. Silent drop from Mustang by sliding off the yellow bridge onto top hut. If you guys remember, I showed this one off about a month ago. One of my viewers had sent me it. New connector flash you need to know. Position with the middle of the window, aim there while duck, left click throw. Throw this flash for your teammate if they're entering out connector. It's going to bounce behind them and flash anyone peeking connector. This is the best B site flash thrown from connector. It's going to bounce off this wall here and it will pop in front of back site and blinds anyone towards the back platform. You can see Nerds gets stun locked the whole time and has no chance. The most common utility being thrown from inside connector is the tempo smoke by throwing it off the pillar in the middle. Well, did you know you could also Molotov CT, which we see Kerrigan do here. Con retake smoke, you're going to stand with this mark on the wall of the dark brick, aim here at the white mark, then jump throw. Do you want to trick your enemy to thinking that B main is smoked off? Just go ahead and right click the smoke a little bit forward and then sneak behind the cover of the smoke, which Chopper does here, and he catches NPL off guard. If you want to smoke bridge from the door side, get in front of the door and aim bottom left of the window, then left click throw. Afterwards, you could push up to peek down window, or you could play more passive and wait to see if anyone boosts. If you are a B site player on Anubis, you need to add this position into your artillery. Very good off angle to hold connector as well as B main. Nafi is going to throw a one-way smoke bottom ramp to help contest ramp control. You see him positioned like that, aims there, left click throw. The smoke goes under the board, then he makes his way towards the left side where he has a nice one-way. However, no one's going to peek him. Cloud9 showing off a new mid stack where they have one player sandbags and then another player on top of sandbags, which if the T's don't throw any utility, they're going to be walking into their own death. In the past, I showed how Brolin countered this smoke by being already on the sandbag and then jumping on top of the platform when it's thrown to give him a one-way. If you want to risk it, you can jump on top of the sandbag and top of the platform if the smoke is already thrown. Run, don't walk, as you need to try this new position in this afterplant from Hobbit. This is the first time that I've seen this beam being used in the afterplant. You've probably seen the more common one, which is the one in front of him. Both work in the same way as they're going to give you cover as well as an off angle. Spinks throws a deep generated smoke from the T platform. he is going to align and duck himself onto this mark here. While duck, you're going to first want to break these windows, puts his crosshair like this, then jump throw, while duck still. Afterwards, he comes over to this railing where he flashes for his teammates to push upstairs. I broke down this strategy, check the link down below in the description. ZywOo post plant throws a short flash that I showed James showing in a couple videos ago. Spinks here is going to peek off it and gets a nice 2k. You're going to see Nafny make a sneaky play with first Hobbit throwing the crane one-way smoke. Nafny is actually going to go inside and hide in the smoke as Mouse execute and goes past him. And then you're going to see Nafny come out the smoke and kill the bomb planter and even gets the second frag. Exertion from ladder smokes right A site. He is going to break open this glass, positions like this, aims here, then left and right click jump throw, follows up with a flash for his teammates to push up ramp. Modesty showing a fast silent drop from ladder. I think this is the same one that James used in a match. Here it is again, but with the longer crosshairs. Here is Male09 showing a different lineup to fast silent drop from ladder.
You don't need to move your mouse. All you need to do is just walk forward.
Really nice defensive A flash from Tetris. You're going to aim at this corner of this roof, then left click throw. The flash will land on top of this beam over here and blinds anyone that's in A site as well as short. Here is a clip of the flash being used by one of my viewers where he throws his flash when the T's are pushed up and it blinds all of them. Nice self pop flash for mid from CT. Stand next to this board, put your crosshair like this, then left and right click throw. Then you can go ahead and peek with the flash. It's not going to blind you as you peek and will only blind the T's that are mid. Here is a flash being used in real-time game. As you'll see, it works out perfectly. Make sure to check out my other CSGO tips and tricks video. And if you enjoy the content, like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, NartOutHere, peace.